continue. What Pokemon is that?
Meditite.
Oh.
That's a Deer. No, that's a Mud Spray. Okay, I might have cut in
Ooh, it's closer to me.
slightly in the middle here. This is obviously Carson's event. I can explain the same bullshit. One of my hard drives is being a bit stupid, but the main hard drive is functional, so we can do this. But the one hard drive being a bit screwy has thrown YouTube out of whack. Thankfully, the main hard drive is functional. So, we can do this.
Where is it? It should be in one of these boxes. Where the... Oh, there's the Urshifu. How do you swap hold items between Pokemon? Before going online, I just wanted to use Choice Banded Urshifu in a raid on my own and see how well that does. And if that doesn't work, I'm stopping immediately.
The problem with the Choice Band thing, before you adjust items, you don't have a lot of PP. So you would have to hope.
I think I maxed it. Yeah, I maxed this out.
Yeah, but that's still 8 that you have.
How do I do the swapping hold items?
It's one of the triggers. I think.
It says L disk hit.
No.
Connect from internet and R is save and that's Xeon over here. I just want to see the damage this does.
When the shield's broken, it would be a decent amount of damage.
That's why I was like, this is just me seeing what the fuck this does. After this, I will probably adjust it. I'm still probably going to use Urshifu, but I'm going to change the item to like a Mystic Water and maybe try to give it Liquidation or Waterfall.
Urshifu hits hard. And it does 3 hits that are all criticals.
Oh good, not me.
See?
Yeah.
That's why I said.
That's why I was like, I just want to
No,
see what the fuck the number we are working with is.
The stab would be, if I'm showing this, the stab would be great. Yeah.
And I get burned anyway.
It's just the shield. When the shield's gone, you would do decent damage.
Are you going to run and readjust this thing then? Got burned anyway.
Yes.
Do find it funny how I get burned out because of that. Do I? Yeah, that's the problem. You have like no water moves for me to use.
Because the main water damage in cut around, but the main water damage in Urshifu does is with Surging Strikes, because that hits hard. Because that's.
Well, it's because you don't learn like Liquidation or Waterfall. You don't learn any of those via level up. Yep, Sword Stance. The other reason I'm okay with doing this shit is because I can swap these on this later if I need them.
Yeah, the one problem though that I don't like, if you swap moves, it gets rid of PP. which bothers me. So anything you maxed, when you swap moves, you do.
I think I only maxed...
Close combat was maxed.
I think I only maxed Surging Strikes in close combat because those were the 5, so I was, I need to max these. Okay, there's the mass. That's the end of the list. Don't seem to have a mystic water on me. Fuck it, muscle band. We'll just do that.
Realistically, that's all you need. I can cut around. Because, and to, you know, go... Oh, someone brought a Militic, that's funny. I was talking about, literally, Militic in my...
I get that idea. That was something I wanted to try to do, but I was like, the thing... Why, Quad Sire?
That's actually not that bad.
Militic, I was like, I thought about that one as well, but especially because I wanted to make a Militic, but then I thought the problem with that is you're relying on it clicking Snarl, which the game's RNG can be really...
First of all, Militic does decent damage, and you can have a good bit of Scald Shot.
Sir, what the fuck are you doing? Looks like this might be one of those.
We'll just cut around, we'll just see what happens.
It looks like this might be one of those. I have a few attempts because of stupid people.
I get the base idea. Actually, Garganacle's disgusting for this. For support reasons. Because with its ability, it can't be burned.
Please don't hit me first. Good.
Set up a Swords Dance. Just, yeah, Salt Cure. And it does chip. Now, at +2, because you've doubled your attack, it'll get shield. But you do have double attack. And you have super effective, and you just...
I'm going to do this. Oh, and someone set up the rain, I think.
I think it was raining. I thought I saw rain.
I saw what looked like that.
Yeah, it is raining. Oh! Oh, somebody, yeah.
Okay, so then I'll just use Waterfall then, and I'm going to save the Surging Strikes. I am saving that for when I have Terra Charge.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I'm just going to click 1, basically, to see. 1 at first to see.
Because this is a decent thing, because that fish does not have defenses. Once that shield is gone, you're like, fucked, my dude.
Yeah, because, like, look at that.
Okay, now that the shield is gone...
Now that the shield is gone, I'm clicking the other button.
Yeah.
That's why I was saving it.
We had the same idea. I can Pokemon decent enough.
Ba-boom!
Because this is +2, Rain boosted, Muzzle Band boosted, Swords Dance boosted, Stab boosted, super effective with forced crits, because that's what Urshifu does.
That's why I love this thing.
And this will just end it.
If they don't end it first.
Because the fish has no defenses!
That's why this was my idea.
Did I say it was their idea? No. Carson, no, no, I did not. Did I say it was dumb? No, far from it. All I said was you might want some extra damage.
Because I was thinking of at first, maybe instead of doing that, doing like waterfall or liquidation was focus energy, because this thing learns focus energy naturally, or it's a level 0 move, and it was doing the like guaranteed crit, and then basically once you then get the ability to Terrestrial, swap over to Surging Strikes.
Because Surging Strikes is forced crits. Curse my cough. To explain Urshifu at random for the unaware, Surging Strikes, that move always crits. So those crits were not random, that's guaranteed.
Yes.
Just explaining that for the people in the back, because not everyone is aware of Urshifu and what it does.
This move always lands a crit.
And it hits 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
It's a multi-hit move, and they're all crits. And to talk about stats and everything that happened, Rain boosts water damage by 50%.
Yes.
And Stab boosts damage of your types by 50%. So, because that was a water type, instead of being 25, they gained 50% damage from Stab, but then they always crit, so that's an extra multiplier.
Yeah, because this was just your standard Urshifu attack and speed.
Yeah, because Urshifu's speed is 97, so a lot of people will just maximize damage. Nature says serious, but it's jolly.
Because nature mints.
Yeah, we've talked about this. So, essentially, it was rain boosted, stab boosted, super effective boosted, crit boosted, water damage.
No.
And then Terra would be Terra boosted, stab boosted, rain boosted, super effective, crit boosted, water damage.
Yes, this thing is stupid, but stupid in that great way.
If you want a decent solution that's different from what I was doing, that gets you kind of the same results, Swords Dance into whatever this is.
Or again, if you can't get
and I'm pretty sure Urshifu gets Drain Punch, I think.
If it does, it's a...
I'm pretty sure it's a TM.
It's a TM, and it wasn't by level up.
Meaning you could also at least get some of your health back, because your neutral damage is absurd, because Urshifu hits like a fucking truck. If you have a water Urshifu, before we end off, because what Carson did makes sense. And if you want to boost water damage, Mystic Water is good, but the Mystic Water was 10, like, I think it's 10%.
All of those items, like, of the type...
I never remember, because there's a generation where those are 20.
I'm pretty sure they're all 10.
There's a generation where they're 20.
I think they were 20 for a while, then they got nerfed to 10.
No, I think they were 10, then 20, then 10, back to 20. I can never keep up with...
Items like this.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't specify the,
I might throw an image on screen of what the current percentile is. It is either 10 or 20. I cannot remember.
No.
But it is to water damage, whereas the muscle band, I know, is a flat rate 10% to physical. So that solved just as many problems, but we do need to be.
Yes, we can stop, like I said in the other recording, if you, like if you can't get Urshifu because it's from the other game, I kind of, okay-ish similar bootleggy substitute would be like...
You are forgetting something about Scarlet and Violet.
Oh yeah, there is. You can get an Urshifu in the DLC.
No. Okay, yes and no. Remember the dumb thing they did?
Yeah, I was going to say, was that how the fuck do you evolve Urshifu in this game? Because if you got the one in the DL,
It's a Kubfu. It's not an Urshifu.
you know.
It's a Kubfu in the DLC.
So because of that, how the fuck do you evolve it?
That's the simple, tricky part. The auctions? I do not remember the town. It's... Oh, goddammit. I can explain this, because this confuses people. And this is actually worth explaining. During the story, when you do the water gym, you leave the water town, and you go to that port town where you do an auction with the one dude's wallet to get him seaweed. That town does auctions for rare items. And if you have unique Pokemon in your boxes, special auctions appear. If you have a Kubfu, you can get 2 scrolls. It is a dark scroll and a water scroll.
Because that's how you evolved it.
And you just smack it over the head with the scroll, and that be that. But 1 Kubfu, 1 scroll, no changes.
Yeah.
So if you've made the dark one, sorry. You just need the auction items.
Yeah.
All the cool shit's hidden at the auction. You just need compatible Pokemon to get the auctions to show up.
And because of that, this is the Urshifu I had from Sword and Shield. Because we haven't, gone and done that yet.
People could tell it was from Sword and Shield. It's marked as such.
Mm.
Every game has a unique mark.
Yeah, because it says the...
No, there's a
one original trainer, the name I put in for...
There's a symbol. No, not in the... It's not the ribbon. I forget where in the damn menu it is. There is a symbol. It's a mark. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah, over the, terrestrial symbol, it's...
Yeah. That mark. That's a game mark. That's all those mean, is original game is whatever the mark is.
I'll have to pay attention to that when looking over things then. I can do that later.
No, we need to... Okay, a lot of people don't know that.
Because it's so out of the way.
But there is literally a mark for, every game. Now, some of the older games shared stuff, and if something's from the Virtual Console, the mark is a Game Boy. It's an OG fat Game Boy if it's from the Virtual Console. And that is a unique mark. Sun and Moon's a 4-leaf clover, I think.
I don't
It doesn't matter!
No.
Hold on. I need to do my outro.
No.
To quickly explain the mark thing, because people get confused or scared about those. The mark is the origin of the game the Pokemon is from, if it's not from the game it's in. It doesn't mean anything, and it's nothing to be worried about. It's just a distinction. This is from Sword and Shield, so it has this mark. So on and so forth. I just forgot where it was in the boxes. Anything from an older game gets a different mark. And it's a cool distinction to know what games stuff is from. That's all that does. If you've ever transferred anything and wondered about that. Now to finish that other point and not ramble. If you want an Urshifu, you can get a Kubfu in the DLC through Snackworth. And damn it. God, I can't talk. And evolve it with the scrolls. But if you want an Urshifu the other way, it needs to be Isle of Armor, meaning you need Sword and Shield in that DLC. But again, in that DLC, you only get one choice. For people looking for Urshifu.
Imagine if man could just casually change between the forms.
Yes. For Pete. God damn it. Hold on. I'm about to end, and I'm trying to help people. If you're looking for Urshifu, it is DLC only, but it's DLC only in 2 games. You can get a Cubfu in Scarlet and Violet, or get the Cubfu in Sword and Shield, because we're at a point where there are people who honestly, and sometimes they get... This is my final point, because I think this is just something I wanted to say, and then I'm going to quickly shill. People get made fun of all the time, and I noticed this on Reddit, like, oh my god, you don't know what Pokemon are from what games, you jackass. It's like, shut the fuck up. It's like, not everyone is aware that this random fucking bear is only in 2 games. DLC twice, by the way.
Yes.
Because they do stupid shit. Because Snackworth gives you most things, except Snackworth doesn't actually give you, Snackworth gives you the horses, not a Calyrex. So if you want a Calyrex, you still need Sword and Shield.
Funny.
You can get duplicate horses, though. And, hold on. Final point on that tangent. And here's the mean part about that. The Fusion uses Calyrex stats, not the horse.
Yes.
So if you wanted, hypothetically, a Calyrex for, let's say, Trick Room, it needs to be a Calyrex, not the horse.
Yes.
Doesn't matter if you reset for that horse, it doesn't do jack shit in the Fusion.
Yeah, funny, raining in game.
Yeah, anyway. I'm gonna do my fucking outro now. I'm just trying to help people and not be condescending because it's confusing to know what games have what Pokemon. Especially if it was only in 1 game.
Yes.
Or maybe 2. The Bears DLC either way. With that said, do the lightning round of my outro stuff. Explain a few things. I need to get better at being more coherent in this order, but first of all, if you enjoyed the video, subscriptions to the channel help a ton. More subscriptions means YouTube will likely promote the channel more, and that would be a hell of a lot more helpful than anything else. I have a bunch of social media links in the video description and the pinned comment. I know some of those sites are cesspools, but let's all be fucking real here. If we're not using sites that are kind of cesspools, that limits the ability to actually promote the YouTube channel, because tons of alternative sites have not exploded in use to actually be completely useful for promotional reasons. So I just use as many sites as possible. Cast a wide net. Some of those sites are cesspools, but it is what it is. I just deal with that. I have a Patreon under my name. Again, it's normally mixed in with the links for other stuff. If you want to support the channel financially, that would help a lot. Lowest tier is $1. You get videos early. Second and third tiers are $2 and $3. $2 and $3 respectively. If I get more people on those tiers, I'm going to start letting people on those tiers basically do some things. I was going to basically let people vote on what goes up on the channel. I will give you a list of stuff I need to edit. And then the third tier was going to have a special thing of voting on what we record. I will also give you a list of games we wanted to record. I'm not going to ramble about this too long. I just thought that would be... Damn it. I probably muted some coughing. I hate when I'm trying to do an outro and I start coughing. Letting people vote on what we record by just giving people a list, I thought would be one of the best compromises to actually let people control the channel a little bit. Just give people some options. And then this would basically be a good way to give you some control. And then the second tier could also have some voting power and at least vote on what was going up on the channel. And that would leave the third tier to control what gets recorded. With that said, I have rambled long enough. I know I have a problem with that, but I have a passion for Pokemon, and I like showing that I have at least somewhat decent info. With all of that said, I will do my outro if I don't cough, but I can just cut around coughing or mute it or whatever. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, what Pokemon were you using to beat the shiny Chew-Raid? Personally, there are a lot of good choices, but I would love to know what you were personally using, because a lot of people were using the same few things. Since Chi-Yu really does not take hits all that well, it only takes some basic setup, and most Pokemon can pretty easily beat the shiny Chi-Yu if you hit it hard enough. So there are a lot of correct choices, but like I said, I was trying to figure out what you were using in order to beat the shiny Chi-Yu, because I thought that would be a fun topic and a very interesting question, but I really should stop before I ramble, because I was also starting to repeat myself. Overall, I didn't really think beating the shiny Chew was all that hard. But anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.